it comes to manifesting, you have to take it into consideration that this is one of the easiest things in the world to do once you grasp how to do it. But you have to, first and foremost, stop being so emotional and take a very serious approach to manifesting. Because the way that you manifest is, number one, you have to learn how to get out of your emotions. A lot of people have an issue doing that because emotions affect how you manifest. You can manifest well. And what I mean when I say manifest, I mean get the things that you want to the degree that you want them to, or a very high degree. Or you can manifest where you just get some of the things that you want, but in essence, it's not up to quality the way that you may want it. So a lot of times people think that their emotions is what's working for them, and it is, but it's not. And what a lot of people are really missing is action. Okay? Action is one of the things that make emotions physically manifest. A lot of times people spend so much time being upset at other people, minding the business of what other people got going on, to the point where a lot of people don't have the space, that quiet space for themselves to just chill out, concentrate, think about, and when I say concentrate, I mean zone out. No music in your head, none of the voices of the person that's speaking to you. Because remember, your subconscious takes into account all of these things. And where a lot of the worrying is coming from is the subconscious, the noise that the subconscious absorbed into itself. Because the subconscious is passive. It's constantly absorbing new stimuli, right? That when you sit down in that quiet space, you have to learn to concentrate. And what I mean when I say concentrate is sit down and be quiet to the point where there's not a lot. You've learned to zone out. And then after you learn to zone out, the music, the loud music, the noise, the this, the that, all of the things in your life on a day-to-day basis that creates the noise in your head, the noise pollution in your head, then you begin to actually think about what it is that you want in particular. And see, a lot of times the reason why it is that I say that action has a major role to play is because when it comes to manifesting certain things, some things in life, see, there's a difference between not doing anything and manifesting. Not doing anything is that the way that you spend your downtime, your leisure, right? Number 9 on the 10 life values, how it is that you enjoy yourself, right? A lot of times people spend all day long on leisure and wealth. And the wealth is just there to be accumulated to get right back to leisure, without actually having to do the other 8. They're just focusing on number 9, which is leisure, and number 10, which is wealth. And number 10, which is wealth, is to get back to leisure, which is number 9. And that is doing nothing, because a lot of people spend so much time and effort on trying to accumulate this lifestyle so they could just live up in the lap of luxury all day long and not have to actually lift a finger and do anything. And that's part of the problem. When it comes to manifesting, the catch-22 of it is that if you really want to manifest and if you really want to start getting the things that you want, you're going to have to take action sometimes. And now, see, this is where a lot of lazy individuals, they're going to have problems with this. Because, again, doing nothing is not the same thing as manifesting. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when you are manifesting, some things in life you can think about and it will come to you. Well, other things in life, right? Other things in life, you're going to have to be active and go after, discover, as to where some things in life, it'll be a passive discovery. It'll come to you. And the things that you have to go discover are the, i.e., action. That's what it is that you're going to have to take action on. If you want $1 million and you need to go looking for how to start creating the money that you want, because this type of knowledge on how to generate money is not given to the masses. So if you've been living a certain amount of time, right, and the answers are not coming to you as to how to manifest larger and larger sums of money, that means that you have to go looking for it now. And that's the way that essentially life goes. That's how it is that you manifest. You manifest by understanding the ebb and flow, the push and pull, right? You manifest by understanding that sometimes you may have to, all you need to do is just sit back and relax. And then you also manifest by understanding that sometimes you can't just sit back and relax. Sometimes you're going to have to put in more of an active effort in order for you to go about getting what you want. And this is the thing that a lot of lazy individuals don't want to do. It's not because lazy individuals don't want the very same thing that people who are willing to manifest will do. It's just, or want, I should say, rather, what it is that people who are lazy don't want to actually take any kind of action. They don't want to have to deal with any of the growing pains. They don't want to have to make the sacrifices that comes with it. They just want to they just want it to be hand delivered to them on a silver platter. And everything in life has this push and pull activity to it. Push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. Everything in life has its ebbs and flows, pushing and pulling. The pushing is the action that you take. The pulling is allowing certain things to come to you when you're relaxed, when you're not. This is New York. When you're not, oh, and they're coming in here too. Somebody called the fire department. But this is New York, right? But this is the ebb and flow of how reality is. Everything in reality is this sense of rhythm and duality. Because see, there's 7 principles to reality. One of them is mentalism, which is the mind. And I'm not naming this in order. Another one of them is duality. Another one of them is rhythm, push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. The duality sense of it is within the push and pull, understanding that things will come to you when you're relaxed, just like some things will come to you when you're pushing. And it's the duality of the sense of sometimes it can be kind of confusing, because sometimes you may look at it like, how ironic is that, based upon you would have thought that it would have been the way that you were operating, but it's actually the other way. It's actually the other rhythm that you should have been operating in with this person is what it is. That's the duality, i.e. rhythm, right? So as a result with that, let me give you an example of what it is I'm talking about. An example of that is, I have a lot of examples. An example of that is one of the people who I was dating. I wanted this person to like me, obviously. Now, I have 3 jobs at the time. When I'm calling the person. I got their number. This is supposed to be my my significant other. When I'm calling the person, trying to find out about the person, trying to find out where the person, how the person is going. The person picks up the phone, but the person halves everything. Halves everything. You know what I'm talking about. They don't put in too much of an effort. Then when long story short, right? When me and the person break up, the person is so readily to throw me away. Fine, I don't care. Wow. Easily throw me. Okay, I found, okay, cool. I move forward with my life. Now the person wants me. You see that ebb and flow? How it is that when I was pushing, you didn't want me to give you this attention. The more attention I gave your goofy behind is the more you disliked it. I met your parents. At the time when I was that young, your parents liked me. But you were hanging out with somebody else. I found out, confronted you, threw me away like I was nothing, like I was low-class trash. Okay, también. Okay, got you. También, got you. It's okay. Then when I move forward with my life, I'm not thinking about this person. I don't even care if the person is around. I don't even care. I'm living my life. Now the person is stalking me from class to class, doing this. So that's the ebb and flow. That's the push and the pull. The idea of, and this is what a lot of people also call timing as well. Timing. This is why patience is so important when it comes to manifesting as well. How many people in this society do not have patience? How many people in this society can't control their emotions to make a proper decision as to when to take action and when to relax? Too emotional. Anything that anyone says, they're triggered. Anything that anyone says, even if it's not taking food off their table, they're triggered by it. How could you be doing this? How could you be doing this and all this other stuff to me? How could you be doing this? How could you be doing that? I can't believe that you're doing this. Well, what do you mean that you can't believe that I'm doing this? The person, anyway, the person that I'm talking about that I once dated had this problem with me that I didn't take them back, even though they was cheating and they threw me away like trash. It's like, what do you mean? You had your opportunity with me and you cheated on me. And they were stunned. Like they couldn't understand like this and that. Now, if I see them in the street today and I just happen to pass them or whatever, I may not even recognize them. That goes to show you how little I even care that they're even there. Another thing too is the person may get scared. The last time I saw that very same person who I used to hang out with, that as far as dates and all that other type of stuff, was 2011. Saw the person on the subway system with their new toy. But that's what it is, and I'm trying to say about manifestation. I got the attention that I wanted from doing less. But when I pushed, now it was a power struggle. It was a push-pull kind of thing. Same thing when it comes to money. Same thing when it comes to love. When a person, when y'all are trying too hard to be in a relationship with a person that is trying to get you to strain yourself to get to know these people, you're pushing too hard, and you're pushing when you shouldn't be pushing, because you should actually be pulling. Stop interacting with them and move on to a different person and forget about them and watch how it is that they come back, because you ghosted them. because they can't, because they're too caught up, stuck in their delusion of they can't believe that you actually moved forward, because all of this gobbledygook nonsense that they were doing was really for you, and that they couldn't believe that you actually left them alone and actually called them on their bluff by being like, okay, cool, whatever. Because the truth is that you understand the timing of the situation. You understand when you develop patience, you read people better. All of this stuff has to deal with manifesting. You read the situation better. So you're able, when you develop patience, so you're able to decide when it's a good idea to take action and when it's a good idea to let what you want come to you, or rest. It's no different than a person who's on vacation, who's supposed to be on vacation, went out of the country for vacation, but yet they're still working, they're still pushing, and they're burning themselves out because they're trying too hard, they're putting too much energy, when they have to learn that if you really built up an automated machine, if you've built up a business, if you're working in a business or in an industry or in a business where things have you've been doing it well, you can afford to, and it's automated, you can afford to take a break at least for a day, at the very least 24 hours. And if you really built up a serious business, to kind of give you an example of manifestation, if you spend more than 4 hours a day working, that's how it is that you're working too hard. You may want to start up your own business now. So this is how to manifest. So let's go over this one more time. How to manifest is, you need to have patience. You need to go through trial and error, to know when is a good time, when is a good time for you to take action or work, and when is a good time for you to rest or relax, right? Timing. You must know with said patience now, which is a state of mind, how to understand, right? To control your emotions so you can start making those better decisions on when to put in work and when to relax. So this is how it is that you manifest. When the things that you choose to do now, when you make a decision that you want to pick certain things, you want a Rolex, you want love, you have to know how to push and pull. You have to know how to be active and do some chasing when it comes to relationships and just in general, and when to relax. A lot of times when it comes to even relationships, and I'm gonna get up on out of here, people want too many people to chase them and they do all the pulling. This is where the parasitic energy comes from, because you're pulling or drawing in or being receptive or resting a little bit too much when you should actually meet the person halfway and take action. So this could end up making you parasitical. But that's just how it is that you manifest. This is something that I use myself, or I'm learning to become better with myself, where I essentially, have my own working system. I know how many YouTube videos that I am going to do within a particular week, when I am going to take a break, and how much I'm going to be able to do, and what time frame I am looking at to be able to squeeze 6 videos in within a day. Because these aren't pre-recorded videos that are recorded in 2, 3, 4, 5 months in advance. These are videos that I'm doing the same day.